Thank you for the hydrate. I need to go grab my water before we start stream, so I appreciate the reminder. Hello everybody, my name is Android Usagi, and I want to welcome you to another very chill stream as we sit back down into a little more routine, yeah? Yeah, okay, stretching. Lysandra, thank you for the reminder to drink water. I have a Legend of Zelda water bottle ready. I'm also still trying to figure out how best to have my setup set up. So we're still PNGing it a little bit. But that's okay. We are all Gucci Gucci. So hi everybody, welcome. As you can see, we've got a beautiful little PowerPoint presentation that I've gotten started. Routine, is that like poutine? I don't know. I don't like poutine though. Something about the gravy is just not... I don't know. It makes everything mushy. Like if I could dip it in the gravy and not have the cheese curds, just have like a little bit of cheese, I'd probably be like golden. But yeah, so we're back to scheduling stuff. I'm trying to figure out a good setup for myself that, you know, isn't me balancing things on bookshelves anymore. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I have an actual desk. Holy crap. So, I got tasked with something for my job, and I'm really excited to share it with y'all. So this is what D&D planning is going to look like today. I got asked to kind of teach how to play D&D. Well, okay, I didn't get asked. I asked if I could do it. So I'm designing this cute little PowerPoint. So I'll walk you through it. Most of my aiming is at people who have like literally never played D&D to save their lives. You know? And that's okay. We want more people to play Dungeons and Dragons. We want more people exploring what that means for them, what their kind of games would look like. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hydrate again. Wawa's delicious. Okay. So, let's see what we can do here. I kind of want to do, so let's see, we've got supplies, character sheet step by step. Okay, so this one. Is there tape on the outside? Why is there tape on the outside of my book? What the hell? Weird. Hey, Pandroid, welcome in. We're trying to figure out how to teach people how to play D&D. So, blah, blah, blah. We all know what a multiverse is. Thank you, Marvel. I'm using, I have my copies of the Player's Handbook in front of me. So, I need to go to creating a character, because that's what we're doing mostly. So we need to, let's see, we need a funky font for this page. Da-da-da. That's funky. And then I want to add an animation. So we're gonna add in, let's see, what's the base races? Dwarf. Those are gnomes! There we go, there's a dwarf. Elf. I need graphics. Elf. Wait, the first thing isn't even choose. Okay. So we've got dwarf, elf, yeah. Halfling! Let's put a hobbit. But the Christmas elf is the most practical image of an elf. No. No. I refuse. I refuse. Hobbit. Oh. Hobbit. It'd be really nice if there was more dwarves than... Yes, let's put the elf on a shelf. Okay, you know what? Since you all insist, and I think that people will get a giggle out of it, I will put a Christmas elf. Let's find a different dwarf, though. Dwarf! Okay, you know what? Let's put a Disney dwarf. You know? I need, because of where I live, I need the parents to come in and be like, oh, so it's not a demonic game? Oh, okay. Halfling. Human. 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 Yeah, learning time! What's up? Hi, Susanna. So I'm going to be teaching a bunch of people how to play Dungeons and Dragons. You know, I should make these all size accurate. A bunch of new people. Hopefully a bunch. We'll see. We'll see who shows up. I'm just going to do the base races, I think. I don't want to make it complicated. I don't want to have dragonborns. We'll put in a gnome. I have played human before, and actually it's really fun to play human and be like the biggest nerd. Like, be a human warlock. Humans are made or broken by their players' ability to roleplay, which is my favorite. Hold on, I got a text from work. Humans are made or broken by. I think all classes are made or broken by their player's ability to roleplay. Dragonborn! I'm gonna include it because I know somebody's gonna ask. Is that all of the races listed in the frick half-elves? Okay. You know what? Half-elves. Let's put an orc on here. And then tieflings. I cannot wait to judge everyone and call them all gays. I'm just kidding. I will not be doing that. Why are these all the same? They're literally all the same. This is the worst. They're literally all the same. Actually, technically, you can build a werewolf. Because... Oh, now I need a block. Color. Oh, rectangle. Technically, you can play a werewolf. It's I believe it's a curse. I don't remember exactly how to implement it, but I did look this up at one point because I was immensely curious. Sorry, I just realized that this looks boring as hell. Maybe I should have used a template. Anything can hadplin. Anything. Yeah. Like, technically anything can happen. And it depends entirely on how you want to roleplay it, etc. You know what we should do? We should copy this. Let me group these. And then copy them. And then we'll do that on every page. Because I'm going to be really honest, I love it. I think it fits the vibe. Okay. So, I want to DM at one point when I had a different idea for how I wanted to do things for content. I would play a game with you. I want to, my next thing to organize for work is going to be how to DM. Because I think it's important to get everybody playing this game, just because, like, it's a very good character-driven writing exercise. It's very people-centered. You have to really work together. So Radaman, hello. Hello, welcome. We're planning how to play D&D. So let's see, what are some bonuses of oh, you know what would have helped? If I kept this consistent. Oops. You can't read that. Okay. Okay, so what are the pluses they get? Let's see, how can we summarize dwarf? I would go the intense route with DMing, create an open-ended adventure with sort of ad-lib what happens so that people could feel like their choices mattered. I'm trying to do that. I'm pretty sure that I don't, but I am trying. So, always that. You can always try. Try again. Okay, so I'm gonna open up D&D Beyond real quick. We're gonna search dwarf. And, oh, well, why don't I just, Yeah, we'll just do this. Just highlight the, okay. This sounds like Disparition. I like Disparition a lot. And then over here, I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna make it go the opposite way. There we go. We're gonna take those away. Let's go with traits. Traits! Dear Lord, I can't type for anything. And then we're gonna make this a little bit smaller. Let's make traits maybe bold and italics. And then we're gonna say Constitution +2. Age of maturity. Alignment. Size. Sorry, this is not super duper entertaining, but this really helps. Is this making sense? Like, if you were a new player coming into the game and somebody was like, "Hey, I have this whole thing for you," would this intimidate you? Is this not a good thing? I'm actually concerned about this. You know? I'm actually concerned that I'm gonna be overloading them. Well, it's basically what I'm doing, but with like a handhold. You know, I'm basically holding their hand and going, "Player manual, go!" Dwarven resilience. Dwarven. And my axe. Shoot, I don't want to go too far into this. I really am actually concerned that I am going to be overloading these poor kids. Because a lot of them are kids. The ones that have come up to me and been like, "I want to play." Dwarvish. I keep doing that. I keep holding my A's too long. If they are 15 and under, I would scrap most of the lore stuff. I'm not gonna go into lore, honestly. I'm gonna go like, hey, this is kind of what you need to know. Me personally as a DM, I don't like a lot of the Wizards of the Coast lore because it's so immense and it's really hard to get into, for me personally. I say as I have homebrewed my entire own setting, because that's easier for me to wrap my brain around. It's easier for me to remember all the little details because I personally designed it. You can absolutely make a suggestion, Susanna. And non-combat related things. Okay. So... So I can cut that. And languages, because we're not going to be playing that. This is very wordy. Yes, Susanna, absolutely. Please, usually I am very much like, no backseating, but like, I genuinely need suggestions here. It has been a while since I actually sat down with new players and tried to teach some people what this all means, you know? With totally new players. I have tons of people that play on figuring out what to say. Start with questions. So, that is actually going to be here. Thank you. Those are good questions. I even got some Stranger Things pictures because I guarantee you a bunch of the kids that are coming in are going to be like, oh, I saw Stranger Things. Let me know more about this Dungeons and Dragons. The black text isn't too hard to read, is it? Control A that bitch. Delete. The Stranger Things combat concept is why I'm like cut it down to the combat basics and stuff, because that's about 90% of what kids want from D&D. I wish that wasn't true. But yeah, you're right. I'm gonna emphasize when we do it that every DM is different. And that I personally like to emphasize role-playing. Did I misspell Constitution? I did not misspell Constitution. Okay, so I should take out the stone cutting as well. By that logic. With kiddos, you're gonna have to lead with the cake, the combat, and then try to get them to eat their greens, the role play. I think that most of these kids, I say kids, they're like 15, 12. They're in the older, quote unquote, older kids. Like, take it as a conversation, answer questions. Okay. Oh, dear Lord. This is terrifying. Like, I'm actually scared. Children scare me. And I want this to... The reason it's so scary for me is that I want this to be good. I want them to have fun. You know, I want them to walk away going, yeah, I want to play this game. And so it is a workshop. We're not doing this as a class. This is a, I'm going to be skipping around, showing them stuff. Like, oh, you want to learn more about, well, you know, elves and what does combat look like and blah, blah, blah. You know, like, we can skip around. But the first thing is going to be building a character. And we are going to be doing the most basic character builds. Uh, 30 feet. They also have dark vision. They have keen senses. If this goes well, I will definitely be running a short one-shot, you know? Trance. Okay, let's see. Subraces are high elves, wood elves, and God, it's been forever since this is good for me to personally look through. To refresh. Let's do that one. Apply between all pages. Let's see. Hi everyone, welcome to Learn to Play Dungeons and Dragons. Today we're going to be crash coursing a little bit of D&D rules and where to get started if you want to play. So this is kind of an overview what we'll be doing today. We're going to be doing a tabletop role-playing games, like what are they, what does that mean? We're going to build you a character sheet, and then I'm going to talk to you about how to find a campaign that works for you. Usagi, while we're talking D&D, actually I have a one-shot I'm in later this week. Any input towards a stupid gimmick to use as inspiration in building my character for level 1 characters. So one of the things that somebody once said to me about level 1 characters is that you know when you start off a job, and it's like a new job, you've never worked in that field before, you are totally new to it. That's kind of what level 1 is. You've just done all of your training for that job. So that really helped me with building my characters and stuff, you know? which was fun. But as far as like a weird gimmick, I don't know, because like I don't see a lot of like characters that are like, oh, I'm just a mundane little guy, you know, I'm just a little guy. I'm just like a gardener or whatever. Like a druid that is literally just a halfling gardener or something. It's like, oh, I just take care of the plants, you know. Like they're usually out for an adventure. And I would love to see a group of characters that are like, oh, I'm just not really up for it today. You know, I'm not really an adventuring type. Anyways, so that's where we're going to be going today. So tabletop role-playing games. What is Dungeons and Dragons? Odds are that since you are here, you probably have a vague idea. Dungeons and Dragons is a fantasy role-playing game. The reason we play it on a tabletop is because this role-playing game does have some constrictions. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad I could be helpful. So this role-playing game does add some rules to the fantasy aspect. Basically, this just makes it so that everybody's playing on the same level playing field. It allows for, you know, creativity to flourish under constriction. The rules are not to limit you, but to get you to think differently about things. How does it work? Well, you start with your character sheet, which you all have in front of you, hopefully, unless you ate it. So you start with a character sheet, and you build a character from an idea. So we'll be building today what are known as level 1 characters. Basically, you just finished your job training, or this is the first day of school for you. That kind of mindset. So you're just starting out on your journey, whatever that may be. Dungeons and Dragons is a really great way to tell stories, experience some good fights, solve puzzles. And the best way to do that is with friends. So I suggest as a DM, you start small. Start with a group of friends that are also interested in this, or maybe at your local game store, like here. And just start with a small group, do a couple of one-shot campaigns that don't last too long, get a feel for it. Because this is first and foremost a game, we're here to have fun. So if there's anything that anyone says or does that makes you uncomfortable today or any other day when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, I need you to speak up. If not for yourself, for somebody else, let them know that we're here to respect each other's time and space and have fun telling a story together. And don't be afraid to be silly, within reason, of course. But like, you know, if you want to ride a unicorn around, if you want to be a knight in shining armor who only wears princess dresses and rides a unicorn, like, go ahead. If you want to be a platypus person, we will find a way. I promise you. As a person who runs these kinds of games, I'm also here for fun. Yes, I do want to tell like a story, but if that story is not fun for everyone, what's the point? So, fun stories. Okay, so here's everything that I suggest you have to get started. A player's handbook is not necessarily a must, but it is extremely helpful if you have your own. You can make notes in it, you can doodle in the margins, you can highlight things. The other thing is you need about 7 dice. I have way more than that because I am a dice gremlin and I hoard them. I like dice. I think that finding dice for each of my characters is super fun. So I have way more than 7, but this is what I suggest for you to get started. Now, if you need some, today I have some for you to borrow. Working that merchandise angle, good. Gotta sell the kids on books and dice. Listen, we stocked up on books and dice just so I can run this. But you do need books and dice. Usually, as the dungeon master, I'm the one who buys all of the books and then brings them to the games and says, here, borrow this. And I'm probably going to tell the kids that, but, you know. And then I'm going to provide them each with their own character sheet, and I'm just going to do the first page. And I will show them the other pages, but I just want to focus on the first page for now. Because that's intense. That's a lot. It's a lot. Choosing a race! So this is where we're going to get into building your character. I have listed out all of the different races that you can pick from here. We have dwarves, elves, halflings, humans, gnomes, dragonborn, half-orcs, and tieflings. And these are all available in, like, all of the rules and everything for them are available in the player's handbook. I suggest, if you're going to be playing a game, sit down and read all of the rules for the kind of character that you want to play. ASMR are not listed in the base player's handbook that I have. Fun fact. So I will not be covering ASMR today. Half-elves are listed, half-orcs are listed, tieflings are listed. There are no ASMR. Speaking of, I need to go escape. We need to make another page. Add a page. Let's see. Halfling! Oh, delete page. I need to duplicate this page. Halfling. Fascinating, but then again, everybody and their goth mom wants to play a tiefling. You know? It's true. I don't, personally. Unless I get to play one that has specifically the teleport spell. Fuck, hold on. As a cantrip. Which means that it wouldn't be, it would have to be by physical touch, and it'd have to be by somewhere that I've seen. So I will play a blue tiefling, whose only spell is teleport. And their name is Kurt Wagner. That's the only way you're gonna get me to play a tiefling, is if you make it so that I can play my favorite fuzzy blue elf. Oh, my book's filled down. Un segunda. ¿Por qué? I'm trying to charge this old iPhone so that I can use it. One day I want to play a D&D game. Most of my knowledge comes from DDO. What is DDO? Not familiar with it. Boo 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 boo. Dungeons and Dragons Online. It used to be a cool MMO, but it's gotten really predatory since... Oh! Well, sir. And or ma'am. And or anything in between. I would love to run a one-shot on here. Just to kind of explore Dungeons and Dragons. I love D&D. I think it's fun. I love telling stories in it, although Oh, you know what? I need to answer this one. That's a big one. I forgot about that one. Silly goose. Let's keep the Stranger Things thing going. I haven't watched season 4, so I can't use... Alignment is the thing that mostly doesn't matter much unless you want to be chaotic neutral to make your friends and DM hate you. So I'm gonna actually posit that alignment matters in informing how you interact with the world. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that if you are playing an evil character, you know, like... it matters. I think it matters. I think that a lot of people don't use it because in my circles, everybody that I'm friends with and play with are very good at roleplay and getting into character because we're all theater nerds. Hi, Butch! So, I don't worry about it with my people, but I'd rather just cover it, say that, so that whenever we're doing alignment, it doesn't matter that much. Oh, look at that. My little iPhone booted up. Finally. Amazing. It doesn't have a SIM card. It's an old little iPhone. I'm trying to get it set up to be... like my streaming only device because it's got decent, you know, face tracking, etc. I don't know, it's fun. It'd be pretty hard to be a chaotic evil character in a party of neutral good alignments, though. Yes, it would make the game not fun. However, I have seen tons and tons and tons and tons of people in my experience do that. And they made the game not fun for anyone involved. Very annoying. Very annoying. I had somebody play a chaotic evil character one time. They didn't say they were chaotic evil, but they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight bullies." It was like basically lawful evil, if I'm completely honest, but they made up their own law. So chaotic evil. And they would just rag on our game the whole time. It was really annoying. I tried really hard to just like I don't know, let them have fun too, but they didn't want us to have fun. they would just run off and we wouldn't have a good game. We'd be just following them around and not getting any XP or anything. And they were like, oh, I'm gonna go kill more bullies. And I was like, dude, please stop. Kill, like, you know, having a thing against bullies is one thing, but bullying the whole campaign into being just about you. Hi, Grand Cross Age! Welcome, welcome. The most important feature of alignment is to remember that you're playing a game with friends and that you have to be at least somewhat agreeable with your party. Yes! That's it. Light 4. Next up is human. Human. Human, the Mary Sue. Sorry, that's upsetting to say, but... Okay, there's the traits. Oh god, I forgot this. Ah, shoot. What's alignment? You know what else I have to explain? The, ability scores. Cheesy Pete's, I forgot about that. So we've got D&D ability scores. Mick Mouse. Oh god. I've been watching New Girl. All ability scores are important for most characters except charisma. You don't even need to worry about that score. Charisma is my favorite score. How dare you slander that in this house? How dare you? I mostly play charisma-based characters. Because I think it's really funny to be that person who just comes in and is like, hey, I'm gonna derail your whole campaign because I charmed the heck out of this person. And it's not even like charming them, it's just that I made friends. Or I fooled them. Okay. Ha 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 ha, you found me. Okay. So I'm going to spend some time on this one because I'm going to D6. I need 4 of these. What if I come back here, actually, and just go Control C, and then Control V. So there's that. And I'm going to tell them to ignore the modifiers until they've chosen a race. Right? That sounds fair. Size 526 plus feet. And this should be 30. Skipping languages. Oh, look at that. So we'll skip the rest of this. Butch, are you eating your treat on my bed? He is! Oh my god. All the ability scores. Alright, let's put a Swiss Army knife here, because I feel like that's a good comparison. My next character is going to be a human rogue. Eating treats in bed is peak luxury. Honestly, he's the most spoiled little boy. Speaking of peak luxury, I'm gonna go get some ice cream. Hold on.
Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a reflection of this struggle. To study our perception of self. Necessarily a thing that you achieve.
Okay. So, I'm actually celebrating a little bit because I got bug spray and there are no more bugs in my house.
Like water.
None.
Be like water.
So I can have some ice cream. Thank you! I'm excited about it's also lactose-free ice cream. So you don't have to worry about that. I will not be ending stream today early because of my stupidity. I get a lot of trouble from everything that has dairy in it, so I'm trying to cut most of it out of my life. Cheese, I can't cut it. I love cheese. So, yeah. So I just get milk alternative based stuff. uncommon races. By the people that we have played D&D with, I would say these are not uncommon and are in fact extremely common. Maybe one day we will make milk fats and proteins via yeast or something. No lactose involved. Yeah, you know, maybe. Or we could just keep doing plant stuff. I am currently eating Eclipse. It's cowless creamery, plant-based, non-dairy frozen dessert. And this is Dark Side of the Spoon. It is chocolate peanut butter cookie dough and fudge chunks. Oh, delicious. Wow, draconic ancestry. I have not tried that. How? I don't. I've never tried a keto dessert, honestly. So I don't know where to start. They're good. Eat all the keto desserts. I've been slowly drawing a possible D&D character over the last few weeks. As usual with drawing, I bite off more than I can chew and take forever to trial and error. Yeah, that's fair. Me too. So I have a friend that actually went keto recently, and it's helped them out immensely. I should clarify, though. This person has, in general, a lot of dietary restrictions that are really hard to follow for somebody who's just eating a normal diet. But keto checked most of the boxes that they needed ticked for their special diet. So, I will support the keto stuff. I cannot eat all keto, though. It is, I like bread. Bread fills me up. You know what? Maybe I should play a gnome. I think that might be my next, Oh no. I already love them. Their intelligence score gets increased by 2. Oh, that's not alignment. Where's alignment? All the good. So one of the characters I would like to build at some point is an elf who was raised by hobbits and or gnomes. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, Butch, is somebody outside? A lot of the complexity is because the character is mostly a burb, and thus I have had a lot of shenanigans. Oh. Ugh. Good luck. Because I used to try and draw bird people back when I was into Maximum Ride. And two characters I would like to play, besides the chaotic neutral bard, is a chaotic good werewolf with compulsion to eat the bodies of enemies, but act like it's no big deal and just be a big goof. So you want to play Venom, but as a werewolf. I applaud you. That's beautiful. Big goofy. Butch is being a good protector right now. The homie Eddie. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, homie Eddie. Welcome, welcome. We are planning out, excuse me, a D&D campaign. Not really campaign. I'm teaching people how to play D&D. Are these part of the rare races? Let me see. Oh, almost knocked over my ice cream. Oh no. Oh gosh golly, I better eat the rest of this before it gets knocked over again. We be trying to have good vibes. We be trying to teach people how to play Dungeons and Dragons. Oh shoot, I need a half-elf. In my world, half-elves are common. Why is that? Shut up. Oof. It would be interesting to see a half-elf in the Witcher series. What if we put the elf head on our human? So like we just Control-C, Control-V, right? And then we just... She is there. Give me the elf head. Make it real tiny. Yeah! That'll get the point across. Oh my god, this is so silly. This is so silly. Charisma. Charisma! More magic should be based on charisma. Just saying. I always felt basing any magic on charisma was weird unless it was from a bard or something. If it's specifically deception logic, deception magic. In DDO, charisma could be an offensive stat. And they had lots of dumb things to make charisma your main. Why? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's awful. Oh my god, why would you do that? Ugh. Like, I really don't like that. I know most of the time charisma is a dump stat because people don't focus on charisma in games, but because the game got really obsessed with making everything a min-max nightmare. Gross! No, thank you. No, thank you. We don't do min-maxing here. Or we do when it's fun. But, like, be fun for everybody, please. Don't just, like... yeah. Min-maxers, ugh. Comedic min-max is worth it. Yes, you are correct. Though in 5e, you might as well have a sorcerer meleeing with shocking hands. Honestly, my Burb has a stat that's 5, and I made that stat be strength because Burb does not need strong when lightning. God, that is terrifying to hear as a DM. I'm gonna leave that out, because that's lore, and I don't want to delve into that. This is also lore and dumb. Can I change this to... Can I rewrite this? Terrifying in a good way. Like, don't get me wrong. When I say it's scary, it's because I want to play it, but you scare me. Like, it's not... Like, I worry about what I could do to trip you up. Also, I don't focus a lot on combat in my games. Although I'm going to have to for the next round, which is concerned. I hate that they used the word slums here. I want to put villages. Can I cross this out? Is that a thing? Effects. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna say this, and we're gonna say... No. Because I like that wording better. I don't like slums. That might just be a me thing. But yeah. No, thank you. Slums are cyberpunk territory. I currently have a monk that's surprisingly easy to hit. Your monk, I have had to calculate. I have had to run experiments for my party, just so everyone knows. Because I have so many party members that are monks. There are 2 monks. So this is the way the party is. We have 2 monks, an artificer, a paladin, and a barbarian. It's a lot of monks. It's a lot of physical classes, and I really gotta hand it to them because they understood the assignment. I did say, hey, this world, it is illegal to openly cast magic. So they went with martial classes. I was not expecting this. I was expecting like a secret sorcerer or like, I don't know, somebody to be a wizard, but no! No! Ah! It's been fun, though. I wouldn't trade them for the world. $30 feet. Dark vision. Pure monk. Monk that dipped in bard. Formerly undeadish artificer. Biker gang barb. Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that a lot of ours took levels in bard. I considered a monk or a single level of monk because that would mean to use dex for more melee options. I mean, if illegal to cast magic, lots of folks are going to be using swords instead. Yeah! I honestly applaud them. Because they really did understand the assignment. But I'm not good with combat personally, so I've had to learn and kind of experiment. I feel like 3 blood hunters would be plenty to concern them. I know 1 adult dragon is. I'm gonna have to buy some pencils. Shit. Okay, now everything is 10 iron golems. You're welcome. Basically, that's what it is. Yes. It's been a whole thing. Because I would like to pose a challenge to them. As the DM, I feel like it's my sworn duty to at least be somewhat intimidating. Suspicious. What about the letter G? The letter G. What about it? Are you just testing if I'll read it? Because I'll read anything out loud. Oh! Tiefling. You're right. Tiefling. You know. Tiefling. Tiefling. I'm gonna put chaotic because it says evil, but I'm gonna leave it at chaotic.